Hi everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back to Mommy and Me, here with myself, then Kaylee and Angel.
Hey.
And I love these episodes because we get to answer your Twitter and Instagram questions. So let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah. All right.
Our first question comes from KKAwesome7812. She asks, I'm not a parent, but I want advice to be the best big sibling ever. He's 1 month now. What are your tips?
I think that that's so cute that she's asking that, and if she's asking, she's probably already the best big sibling.
Yeah, showing that she cares and she's worried about it.
Yeah. Well, KK Awesomeness 7612-2011, I would say being able to sometimes just being able to occupy yourself sometimes so that your parent can focus on your younger sibling. Like, that's sometimes a really big help when Marcus isn't like tugging on me all the time and I can focus on the twins. So I think that, I mean, granted, it doesn't have to do per se with dealing with your younger sibling, but sometimes just letting your younger sibling have the attention of your parent can just
not
be
feeling offended or
slighted. If you can figure out a way to occupy yourself so that your parents, I guess I'm being selfish, I'm not even talking about so that your mommy can have an easier time or your dad, I think that goes a long way with being a big sibling.
Absolutely.
That's true. I think realizing that, you know, babies, they require a lot of attention. And so just to be able to give maybe what you wanted to be your attention away for a little while shows a really big person. You know, it's a good thing to do.
Right. I also think like watching Braylee engage, like get down on the floor and play with Winston and let him throw the ball or let him read a book or just letting him do what he wants to do and enjoying it and being happy and laughing at him. I think that is fun and he loves it. You know, feeling special and loved.
Yeah. I feel like I would give the advice that I would give the same advice I would give a parent probably is just to love them because sometimes it can be harder for siblings to love each other than it is for parents to love their kids because you just naturally have that burning love for your kids when they come out of you. That sounds really weird, but it happens. So that's how it works. And I think for a sibling, it can be really difficult sometimes because you can feel slighted. So just to let yourself open up and to love your sibling and spend time with them and just tell them you love them and give them hugs and kisses, it can go a really long way.
We just gave some really good advice, I would have to say, KK. You give them time, play with them, and love them. What else?
That's all the babies want.
Yeah.
It's a perfect recipe.
And you're already going to do great because you're even asking the question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So our next question comes from Miss Ladybird Blue. She asks, the days seem like a blur as a mom. How do you try and cherish these moments?
Record as much as you can on your phone, on a camera, and store that because it's hard to take everything in. Even if you feel like you are, like I feel like with my older two, I tried to just suck everything in, and you forget. You just do like their little tiny faces. You know, if you ever see a picture, it's like, oh yeah. Or I used to. My sister went away to college when I had Braylee, and so I would record her like saying, "Hi Tasha, I love you," or you know, or I would send her a little like video, and she has saved all of those, and I'm so grateful because she'll send them to me every once in a while, and to hear Braylee's little tiny voice, like, oh, it's so priceless, and I'm so grateful that she saved them because I did not.
Right. It's so true. Like, I feel like that's so valuable because I was just telling, I think it was you, the other day that I'm like, I vaguely remember Gavin and Avia being Daxton's age, and it breaks my heart because I know it's in here somewhere. I just can't recall it like I can the vlogs. Like I can go back and watch Emmy grow up. So I do think that's a big one. Like, we live in a technology-based world.
Absolutely.
Get some pictures, even just short little clips of them doing simple things. They'll go a long way to help you cherish those moments.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree.
Yeah. And even if you can't do that, if you don't feel like technology is your option, just enjoy the moment that you're in and don't stress about having to have it as like, oh, what if I don't remember this? Like, just enjoy.
Yeah.
Because there are times that I think I should pull the camera out and then I'm like, I just want this moment with Winston.
And
I just want to
just
like, just take it in, just me and him, and at those times I'm like, hopefully I'll remember this, but if not, I am just in this moment and I'm so happy and just it's just perfect.
I think it can go a long way for kids too because, you know, I remember I don't remember a lot of very specific moments from my childhood, but I remember an overall feeling of love in my home. So I think that that's probably the most important feeling, is to cherish the moments of loving them so that they can have that feeling. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I actually, one of my friends had documented a moment with little Marcus, and I'm in the moment with him. And so she sent it to me recently. It was when he was 1, and I was like, that's when he could do no wrong in my eyes. And I'm watching it, he's dancing to Yo Gabba Gabba, giving it. He had just had his first haircut. And I was just like, and it just meant so much to see that moment, and knowing that I didn't have the camera and I'm just right there beside him watching him act a fool. So in the moment I got to have it, and then to be able to look back and see us together was just, it was just touched my heart. So yeah, if you can't do it, ask a friend whenever they see something cute. Just snap that for me, please. Yeah,
be that mom with the camera in the face.
Yes.
You won't regret it later.
Right.
Our last question comes from Miss Sparklecat 522. If you could pick one quality, what is your favorite thing about your youngest?
So my youngest is Kai. And my favorite quality about him is that he thinks that I'm the best thing that's ever happened in this entire world. So he's the child that really makes me know that he prefers nothing over mommy, and I eat it up. I'm just like, it's so selfish, but I love it. I love that when I leave you, you're like, no, come back. Sometimes I'm like, leave me alone, but for the most part, I love it. And then Sai, I'll do both. And Sai, he's just the silliest baby ever, and it's so sweet to me. Like, he thinks everything is the funniest thing ever. He laughs at you with his tongue, like he sticks his tongue. He's been so goofy since he was he's only 6 months now, but even when he was tiny, he was just the goofiest baby, and he brightens up so many people's day. Like, the way he smiles at people, if they're having a horrible day, they can't help but to just stop and smile back at him. So I guess those would be my favorite qualities out of my youngest babies.
You know, it's going to be exciting to see how they carry on those qualities as they get older and embrace them.
Yes, Kai better love me like that forever.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it's a true youngest, though. I feel like the youngest are always like mama's little kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a true youngest.
So what about you, Kayli?
Well, there's so many things. How do I pick just one? But I love that he is so cuddly. And when he hugs me, he really wraps his little arms around my neck, and he just loves to just maul me. Like, when he was a little baby, he would put his mouth on my chin and just kiss it. And now he has teeth and he still wants to do it, so it's a little bit ugh. But he still does that, and he just kisses all over my face, and it just makes me so happy. Although he's not really, he is a mama's boy, but he really likes Casey. So I guess that means he's not my baby, like my youngest. I should have one more. That's a mama's baby, but and the other thing I really love is when he smiles with his whole entire face.
Yes, he does.
There is not one part of his face that doesn't brighten up. He scrunches his nose and he scrunches his eyes, and I love that too.
That's really cute.
Okay, and what about your current youngest?
He's just learning so much. Every day he changes to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're like a little boy now. He's growing into a little boy instead of a baby. I love right now, he also is really snuggly to me. And it's interesting because I'm not always the most snuggly person. Like, that's not my love language, I don't think. It's like, I don't really have to be hugging and holding and kissing, but he needs that. And I've noticed, I don't know how I feel about signs, but I feel like there's a lot of things that are similar, like your zodiac sign or whatever. Because my sister is very Callie. She's born in October, and she's the same way as him. She just loves to cuddle, and she loves to put her head on your shoulder, and just loves that physical touch. And he loves that too. He'll grab my face and kiss me, and he'll wrap his arms around my neck and just hold me. And in the morning, he is a mean child. All morning unless he gets his snuggle time. I have to go pick him up, bring him into bed, snuggle him, kiss his cheeks, and for at least 5 minutes, and then he's ready for the day. It's so cute.
That is so sweet.
I am loving that.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
All right, ladies, that's it for our questions today. Thank you, guys. We always appreciate all the questions. Keep the conversation going on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, we'll see you guys next month on the MomSuit and Maker TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.